Hello and welcome to Blades in the Dark. We are here to engage in some terrible, monstrous activities. My name's Chris. Welcome. I don't know if anybody remembers what happened last week, but we planned a heist. Technically, we planned 3. And they're all going to happen at the same time, because one thing we don't do on this show is halves. There's an odd number of us. Halves would mean slicing someone into bits, and we don't have the budget for that. Reconstructive surgery is expensive even on the NHS. So, welcome. What you may or may not remember from last time is that there is a warehouse. A mysterious warehouse with mysterious happenings guarded by mysterious people. Owned by the mysterious Councillor Matthias. Our 3 intrepid, I keep borrowing intrepid adventurers. I'm like, it's not Brennan Lee Mulligan. That's not the deal. Our 3 fucking scoundrels are people talking in my ear. Our 3 fucking scoundrels are about to assail this warehouse in 3 distinct and different ways. We have Senor Artie, who has been invited as a guest of the councillor to tour the facilities in the possibilities of opening up a dialogue around mutual exchange of services. We have Esra Abagini, who has been tasked with reconnaissance to look into what is going on in this mysterious warehouse and whether or not it is worth money. And then last but not least, we have our newest and most mysterious player in the game. We have Athan Heliask. I can read. Who's been tasked with uncovering the mysterious crimes believed to be afoot in this mysterious warehouse, mysteriously. And is also infiltrating by an alternate route. Indeed, it's all to play for in this marvelous game of don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. And that is how we enter Blades in the Dark. So, say hello to our 3 individuals. Fucking scoundrels. Our 3 fucking scoundrels. You know what, let's
Hi,
start...
fucking scoundrels!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
There we go. That's gonna be absolutely. That is just gonna be the way from now on. Is yep, absolutely. Alright. There we go. Let's put on something jolly. I mean, it's not particularly jolly, but it says jolly on it. We have some new music, and so let's go around the room and talk about how we're all feeling going into this heist. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the incredible, the amazing Esra Abagini. Esra Abagini, would you like to tell us, son, how are you feeling going into this heist? You know that you rolled a 4, which is a mixed success for your preparations. How are you feeling?
Well, I rolled a 1 for, like, an investigation roll, which essentially meant I'm going in the tunnels instead of through the roof. Now, Fraser is feeling pretty bad about that plan, because he also knows that Artie is going through the tunnels as well. But I'm hoping my 4 means I'm not catastrophically fucked and just run into them in the tunnels at the same time. Ezra's feeling pretty good, though. He thinks, why would anyone be in the tunnels on this specific day at this specific time? What are the chances?
You know what? That's very fair. That's very fair, son. You're like, who the fuck would be here? Why would anybody be here?
And I can't wait to improvise.
That's the spirit. That's what I like to hear. Also, coming in from the tunnels then, we have Artie Yanis. Artie Yanis, how do you feel? You've locked the tunnels down and you also rolled a 4 for your, I've forgotten what the word is that we do at the start of the score.
Engagement roll.
Engagement roll. That's the one. Engagement. How do you feel?
Artie is tentative because he is presenting this. He is getting one of the heads of the council to attend his secret special project in his secret tunnels. Fairy is a bit like, fuck you, Fraser. But we shall see.
I didn't choose it.
God.
Blame Chris. He manufactured the situation.
Don't hate the players, hate the game. But in this case, the game was chosen
We
by me.
are going to
players,
blame the
hate the
DM.
Don't hate the players, hate the game master.
Me and very in sync today.
Absolutely. Okay. So, that drama out of the way, going up to the opposite end of the score, coming in from the roof, we have Athan. I'm going to keep forgetting your name. Tell me, how are you feeling on that 3 you rolled for your engagement roll?
So, with the crit that Athan rolled last session, and his now fucking spiderweb knowledge of the scene around him, he feels pretty good. He's identified his entry, he's got a distraction lined up, he knows where the real danger is. He's feeling confident and like professionally ready. I, Johnny, am waiting for the other shoes to drop and for these two Muppets to just come crashing through everything.
That is a valid concern, which could easily happen. So,
It's not going to.
let's see what happens.
Fraser,
shall
flop on
we?
with me.
Absolutely.
That's in sync. Well done.
They're pretty good. They're pretty
Be on
good.
my
In
way.
sync on the live stream though.
I have no fucking idea.
Almost.
Almost. It was delightful. That is what matters the most. Is delightful ability. We all know that's the real metric by which I go by. Delightful ability.
So we were winning.
Yes. Kraken. Okay. So let us begin. It is evening in the city of Barlena. As the camera moves in, we detect the barest hint of movement, silently crossing the roof of a busy warehouse in an otherwise deserted district. Barely even a shadow crosses the space effortlessly, seeming to barely even disturb the air. I'm using the word barely quite a lot due to a poor lexicon and a low battery, but that's okay. What's also okay is that nobody has seen our mysterious mystery person on the roof.
His name's Athan.
What?
His name's
have many.
Athan, by the way.
I think it might be. Hang on. POV shot for a second. Athan, how you feeling? Is it you?
Athan slips over the rooftop, barely more than a shadow. He's got his ears pricked up, listening for everything around him, any slight changes, as he pads silent as a cat across the... What kind of roof is it? Is it like sheet metal? Is it shingles? Like what?
So, essentially, it's a series of frosted skylights. You know where you see those kind of like those roofs with the like there's like flat metal with triangular kind of upcroppings of skylight that run in rows. So it's that kind of roof.
Right, okay. So yeah, he's slinking down out of view of the skylights, because he knows that a shadow, even across a frosted skylight, up there would be reasonably obvious.
Bear in mind, it's dark out and there's light inside, so you ain't gonna make a shadow.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is just slinking along, listening very carefully.
Okay.
And
waiting for his distraction to arrive.
Waiting for his distraction to arrive and mentally going back over his preparations from earlier in the day and his plan.
Okay. Well then, I am going to leave him up there for just now. Ezra, you
Hi.
we're going to seek out some of your pals, who are also Artie's pals, our little crew of underground goblins and gremlins, or people of significant enough Fey origin that they do not wish to be found above ground.
Yes.
You know generally whereabouts they live. So you kind of, saunter over to them genially. And they're happy. They're pretty happy to see you. You know, they generally hold you in pretty high regard.
I was the one that stayed with them last time.
Yeah.
I trusted them enough to stay with them while the other two went off, so I think that probably bought me a lot of credit.
Absolutely it did. It was Monty who was the one who pissed them all off royally by being hella racist.
And Artie was just kind of there.
Yeah. Aye. So yeah, no, so Ezra's in pretty good. You know, like, they see each other from time to time, they get on. Ezra brings tricks for the kids.
Yeah,
so yeah, they're
the kids there love me.
Yeah, absolutely. So generally speaking, you are among friends.
Yes.
Hello, Ezra. How you doing? What's happening? What can we do for you tonight?
Hello, Billy. How's it going?
Oh, not
Nice
much,
shake
Yeah, hand up to shake your hand. Billy is but a very short little gnome type boy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's all right. It's all right, Not much going on underground, is it? Eh?
Yeah. Billy, you know these tunnels pretty well, don't you?
Like the back of my hand.
Perfect. Well, I'm looking to get into a specific warehouse in the docks tonight. Just to take a look around. Nothing bad. Nothing that you will be implicated for. I just need to see what's in there and then get back out. And I'm hoping the tunnels will be a nice way for me to do that.
It's not that one that's always got folk in it.
I imagine it does, yeah. It's I imagine there's like a serial number for these. There's like a number or something for the warehouse.
And Billy's eyes kind of go wide, and he looks at you, goes, "Oh, you don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there. Bad people in there,
Billy?
Ezra."
Really?
Oh yes.
Interesting. Have you seen in? Can you?
No, I've not.
Let me know what you've seen.
In? Are you joking? Not a chance. No, we keep well away, but nasty stuff, Bad feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like Fae feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do just need a quick look. Do you know if there's a tunnel that would take me there?
Oh, there definitely is. There absolutely is. They've tried to bring stuff in a couple of times, but usually the big uns get them. The big uns, you are aware, is tunnel slang for the nightmarish eldritch monsters that happen to roam the tunnels and just consume every living being. They're currently called the Big Uns.
So there's a lot of these big uns near that warehouse?
There's not lots. There's maybe 2 or 3.
Wait, so are the people in the warehouse aware of these tunnels? I thought they were a pretty closely guarded secret.
Well, it's more that everybody sort of knows the tunnels is here, but nobody knows how to get through them. You understand me? Like, nobody else lives down here but us and the Big Uns.
Right, you think there'd be guards on the tunnel entrances?
There's definitely guards.
Thanks for the warning, Billy.
I'm loving watching your face just like go from like this is a great idea to this is a terrible fucking idea.
Oh my god, I have a really good idea.
oh do you? Oh now I'm excited.
Billy.
Yeah?
Tell me, what attracts a biggin?
Well, that's a good question, really, Ezra. I don't know. They keep themselves to themselves mostly, but sometimes they just get really riled up, you know? We've had to clear out from a few camps cause of it, but they've mostly stayed away from here. Like, they tend to stay where they start, you know what I mean? But like sometimes they just come in force. Don't know what causes it. It's almost like you get like a shiver in your boots, you know.
I don't, unfortunately.
Well,
Not a drop of faith in me.
well, it's not your fault, you know. He pats you on the calf. We've all got our crosses to bear. A reference, just so that you're
Yes,
aware, in this totally non-Christian, completely pagan world, to specifically a cross-shaped anchor, which is, you know, considered as one of the most secure ways to seal a boat to things, but also used as a punishment. So people who basically like one of the most heinous forms of capital punishment available is to have someone carry an anchor through the streets, and then basically they get drowned with that anchor attached to them. Like
They happen to call it an albatross.
It's very good.
We do now.
Very good. Give him a point of something for that.
You get a point of that was fucking excellent. Albatross, I love that. It's a form of capital punishment which was outlawed like years and years and years and years ago. Like, nobody does that shit anymore. You know, there's still capital punishment, I'm afraid, in this world. This is not a fair or kind world, but we don't do that shit anymore. That just seemed a bit.
And also,
too
nobody
far.
invented. And also, forget Christianity. Like, crucifixion just wasn't a thing.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have crucifixion and I think this was kind of outlawed for not dissimilar reasons. It's the taking ages and the expense of having to throw the parade to get the person through the streets. It took too long, and as we know, this is
Also, the anchor.
yeah, like a stationary, like burnings basically became like the big one. Like, burning someone alive it's static. You can sell food at it. You know, it's a much bigger crowd spectacle. Far more visible. Attracted a lot more tourist interest. So, you know, it just became a much more financially viable form of capital punishment. And as we're aware, finance and commerce is the core of this city.
It's also the reason why marshmallows are seen as a portent of doom.
What?
He said having burnings and selling food at them.
Yep.
You would do
Say
it by the
yes,
chocolate digestive
Go for
with it.
head, you leave a spore on somebody's pillow.
Beth_Nay in the chat makes a good point. Says it's weird talking about capital punishment being financially viable. It is weird in our
Oh,
Blades
I
in the
mean,
Dark
well, legit,
tabletop
well, up to the
RPG
state.
live
tell you what
stream.
it's weird, Rid. Tell you what it's weird, Rid. The real world.
It is
And-
weirder in the real world.
It is. It is. But also, get your nose out the fucking chat. We have to be in the role play. Thank you very much.
The chat deserves to be acknowledged.
It does. It does.
Also, nose in the roleplay. What was the last 5 minutes?
Shut up! Don't you call me out on my own bullshit. How dare you? I will
God,
drop a
well, I
rock on
tell
your
you.
head.
Oh god, rocks falls. Esra dies.
Suddenly the
Well,
tunnel
don't make us
collapses.
do the
Make a
people
new
out.
character.
Billy, no!
Sorry,
Shield
Barry.
Billy's body.
Sorry, Barry. What did
Progression?
you say?
Don't make us get the gazebo out.
Don't make it the gazebo out. Oh dear.
See a gazebo.
Right. Okay. Fabulous. So, yes, that all came from Billy
I asked
saying we all
Billy
have our
to show
cross
me
to
the
bear
way.
because you don't have any magic in you. After he spoke the
I
revelation
asked Billy.
of getting a
Yeah,
shiver in your boots prior to a biggin showing up.
which I would not know, but I
Nope.
could maybe hear it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I asked Billy to show me the way, basically, because I'm going to try my best,
All right.
and I have plans.
Excellent.
I have
Bill-
backup plans on backup plans on backup plans on backup plans.
I am glad because you're gonna need them. Billy begins to
Yeah.
guide you through the tunnels to show you the way. Artie,
If you feel one of those shivers in your boots, let me know, mate.
you got it. Artie, you are at home, casually awaiting the arrival of Councillor Matthias, who arrives by horse-drawn carriage in the above ground. For a congenial visit. Everybody is heavily hooded and masked, as is only sensible in plague times. He's granted entry, and ushered into presumably the underground study, the one that accesses the tunnels.
We've made sure to make this look extra nice, like a smoking room receiving area.
Delightful. Now, I absolutely cannot remember what voice I did for Matthias, so I'm just gonna wing it, okay?
I don't know if we've actually met him before.
Artie has.
We have.
Yeah.
I believe his voice is.
Oh, he's an
Uh,
Animal Crossing villager.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
You want to do this? You want to translate this for the whole game?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Tom Nook's real identity.
Let's do it in Simlish.
I cannot speak Simlish, to be
No.
fair. I never played The
Fliga,
Sims
Biga
enough.
Narbadu.
No, I'm getting flashbacks of the time that Katy Perry did a whole song in Simlish.
They weren't the
Oh my
only
God,
one.
really?
Linkin Park did one as well.
What?
Wow.
Linkin Park
Pretty
did a
sure
song
Linkin
in Simlish.
Yeah, like the entire soundtrack of that game was done by actual artists translating their songs into Simlish. It
That-
wasn't just Katy Perry. There's a whole bunch of them.
That's really
I
funny.
think Linkin Park is one of them. Someone should check that.
Hot diggity damn.
Hold on,
Someone needs
back-
to Google that,
Back
but
to
that
Peter
is...
coming in.
Someone
Yeah,
Google
that is
because I
iconic.
can't remember if they did a version of In the End or Numb in Simlish, but
I kind of really want it to be in the end. I want the screams to be in Simlish. Like, that's just...
Johnny
I
lied
mean-
to us.
What the fuck? That's so...
Johnny
Yeah.
lied to
Damn.
us.
oh, was I wrong?
Yeah.
What was it?
There
Is it not
is
Linkin
a... People have done Simlish versions, but not Linkin Park. Like, they've done
That's fair enough.
Simlish versions of Linkin Park songs, but it wasn't Linkin Park himself.
It wasn't just there was a whole bunch of people.
To be fair, for Linkin
Anyway,
Park.
you keep going. I'm gonna.
Alright, I was going to say, for Linkin Park,
wasn't
I
just-
think it's important that, like, Michael Bay's Transformers was the furthest they would go. No further than that. Alright. So, Councillor Matthias arrives.
Oh no, it
It's
wasn't
fine.
Linkin Park. It was the Black Eyed Peas. Two very different bands.
The Black... Yeah, I was...
The Black Eyed Peas did a bunch of covers
Paramore,
of the-
Katy Perry, Lily Allen, My Chemical Romance, Luke Bryan, Keisha, which is either a misspelling of Kesha or a completely different person,
I'm assuming it's
I think it might actually.
and the Young
think
Punks
it was-
versus the Camden Choral Collective.
I think it was
Which is
MCR that I was thinking of because it was one of those kind of emo scene bands.
To be fair,
So it was an
MCR...
MCR I was thinking of.
MCR did... I wasn't aware of MCR being particularly, like, corporate in terms of the things that they did. So, I am surprised. I mean, delighted, but surprised.
Mate,
They,
They
might
might
have
be
just,
giant
they might have just
thing,
liked
okay?
Sims.
You know what? You're absolutely right. They may have just loved The Sims. Things that Gerard Way cares about: The Sims and 9/11. There we go.
Let's not get into that.
I've
We
seen.
have to play the game.
Umbrella Academy.
We have to play the game.
We have to play. You're right. We have to play the game, and we need to discourage Chris from doing 9/11 in the game. Okay, these are the two missions,
Oh, God.
our twin towers, if you will. So
Right, flashback. Every character knows where they were at 9/11.
excellent. All right. Yeah,
Wait, is
Councillor
that a
Matthias
second
arrives.
dragon?
Councillor Matthias arrives.
Second dragon.
Does he? Does it really?
Fucking does, I think. I'm not sure anymore.
Point.
You know,
Shows up and he's like, fuck, I can't remember anybody's name. Sir Yanis, this is a delightful abode. Are we ready to begin?
Just about, good sir. Bear with me one moment. I kinda like wave over to Hart, just like behind my shoulder.
Boss?
Has the preparations been made for us to go to the tunnel via
Everything-
go to the warehouse via the warehouse?
Everything's sorted, boss.
We can't have any disruptions tonight, so please go ahead and make sure it happens.
Absolutely, boss. Hart goes over to the fireplace, activates the hidden switch that swings aside the door, and steps out into the tunnels, lifting up one of the preset lanterns to guide his way to ensure that everything is ready.
I must say, Sir Matthias, I was surprised that you reached out to me.
Well, you came highly recommended. Obviously, I'm aware of your family's particular interests commercially, and I was given to understand by our dear friend Sir Hafiz that you had made notable inroads during the plague times, and I thought that we both might be able to benefit each other. You see, I too have not been idle during these past few months, and I thought that with your apparent network of transport, that you might be able to help me solve a small problem, and I, with what I have been working on, might be able to offer you I would like to think, unique proposition in these difficult times. a proposition that could potentially elevate your family significantly.
The Hoovies has a habit of singing my praise much too much. But I do endeavour to work hard and ensure that I keep a good family name, as I'm sure you're aware.
Naturally.
I did hear some awful news the other day, however.
Oh?
After the party?
Remember, it wasn't Matthias's party.
Oh. Okay.
So he might not
I did
know
hear-
about
The
it.
other guy.
I did hear some news after the party we both attended. Quite
Oh?
concerning.
Pray tell.
Yes, apparently a painting has gone missing.
Not the...
Yes, that one.
My word. Right, sorry, I'm just gonna grab the name of whose painting it was, because I have written everything down and it's all in... There were Abaneth, that was the surname. Abaneth, who is currently... if not the... He's not the head of the council, because...
But he's high up.
Yeah, he's like a close second. He and Lady Hestine are not friends. She was obviously at the party because politics. But yeah, she's at the head of the table and he is edging towards her seat. But yes, Matthias goes, my goodness. He paid a lot of money to acquire that painting. It would be a difficult one to cover up. I wonder who is...
And yet, here we are.
Truly, it simply shows that none of us are safe and we must shore up our houses. Do you not agree?
We must endeavour to do the best we can. Now, about your proposition, shall we make our way and you could tell me more on what it is you would like to do?
Well, I think I would like to save the surprise for when we arrive at my warehouses. But please, lead the way.
Okay, we will be taking the most direct route. I would hate for us to get lost in the tunnels, but I have managed to create some direct routes that may be beneficial if you follow me. And Artie goes towards the fireplace and looks for his cousin, who he has left in charge of the coordination of the tunnels.
Okay. Cousin got a name?
Allie.
Sally. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, that's going in the notes.
Sally, man.
Sally. Okay. Delightful. So yeah, Sally's there. Just right at the edge, with a lantern, and she silently gestures to you both and leads the way down the tunnels. As you proceed, I don't know if you decide that you want to kind of point out different bits of work that have been done as you've been working on expanding your network. Little sigils in the walls to indicate locations. I don't know, little kind of...
No.
No secrets?
I'm not yet. Not until I know this is going to be beneficial, but I am showing but I have, I am aware of them, and I'm like, as you can see, we have been working intensively, but the work is hard and long, as I'm sure you're aware during these difficult times.
So just so I'm clear, so to kind of show off, have we got like guards stationed at various points and like hidden in like little nooks and things? Is that kind of what we've done to like indicate your dominance of the tunnels?
Well, the odd guard dotted about, some people working in the background. It is like the tunnels are partially lit.
Yeah.
As well, so you need a guide to take you certain parts.
Okay, alright. That's, yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna roll the dice, for the sake of it. Yeah, like he seems...
It's never for the sake of it.
I know, right? I'm sorry. I mean, he seems kind of like, maybe not impressed, but certainly like, you know, like he sees the value in what you have. You know, it's not like shock and awe, like it's kind of like confirming what he suspected type deal. So that's kind of where we're at. Ezra.
Hello.
Billy takes you up to a point. Billy takes you up to a point, and then gives you his lantern, essentially, and goes, "All right, now, it's straight that way. Can't miss it. Okay."
Okay. I want to point out just as well, for the sake of potential things later.
Yep.
Ezra's also wearing a mask, obviously, just like a plague mask. I think everyone is nowadays. Yeah. And he's just wearing like very simple clothes. He is going in light.
Mm-hmm.
What's Billy wearing?
Billy is wearing a kind of like dusty, kind of scrappy kind of clothes. Like there's not any clear uniform or anything. It's just kind of like, because obviously they all kind of fled underground with just basically what they could carry on their backs.
Yeah.
They have acquired new clothes and things since, but mostly they just kind of wear things that are warm and durable, and just kind of, yeah. So there's not any kind of like specific uniform or coherent style of any kind.
My point, does he have like a hood?
Yes, he's got a hood.
Would that be common?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like sort of like a scrappy jacket, and mine is probably quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've realised is not great if I want to decept later.
Okay.
So I reach into my pocket and I pull out a few coins, and I go, swap jackets.
Ezra, how tall are you?
It's not gonna fit me.
It's really not.
I'm like 6 foot.
Yeah.
No, but that's kind of like the point. I want to look like a bit of a scrappy.
Like a half-inch jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, like I want to be able to convince someone later that I am meant down here potentially. Like I live down here.
I mean, Billy's gonna take the money. He's like,
as long as it'll fit me like decently, like enough, and the hood goes up. I'm like,
okay. Billy's like, all right. Yeah, he swaps jackets with you.
I take off my jacket and I put it.
Cool. Your jacket on him is like a long coat.
It's like a trench coat.
His jacket on you is a crop top jacket that doesn't close, but the hood fits over you.
Fine by me.
Yeah, and it just means that you've got like,
I put the hood up.
Yeah, you've got like half sleeves, so they're basically like they're down to your elbow.
I just sort of like
cropped up.
You know, sort of fold them over so it almost looks like they're like rolled up rather than just not fitting me.
Yeah. Okay. That's you know
So
what?
I figure it just looks like I have like stolen or been given an ill-fitting jacket, you know, which
Yeah.
fits the look that I'm going for.
Okay.
Thank you very
yeah.
much, Billy. I'll see you around. And I
Okay.
walk straight.
Beautiful. I really want to.
Also, reminder: did Natalia tell me who owned the warehouse?
Yes, you are aware that it belongs to Councillor Mathis.
Perfect.
Perfect. Absolutely.
I walk straight.
Excellent. I really want to ask you to roll like a thing, but it's not quite there.
Like for what?
A
thing? That scares me, Chris.
Artie. You are
Yes?
walking along. Right. Ezra, as you are heading down the corridor straight in the direction that Billy pointed you, you see a light similar to your own up ahead.
Is this a hooded lantern or just a lantern?
It's a directional lantern. So it's not like a focused beam of light, but it's like a loose beam of light heading.
Can I like
forward.
cover it without turning it off fully?
Yes, you can
it
absolutely
can be relit
cover it.
basically as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, yes, sorry, yes is the answer. Absolutely.
I
They
can
all
relight
come
it
with
as well.
covers.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I cover it.
Yeah.
Immediately, as soon as I see another light's covered, like in a split second,
Okay.
and I like stand still for a moment to let my eyes adjust to the dark.
Yep.
So I can see what's ahead of me.
Okay.
Probably means I have some sort of advantage in stealth situation.
Vary.
Yes?
Fletch perks up on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And looks behind you.
I can't try and hide from this fuck-ass bird.
You can roll me to try. You are in the dark.
I would like to roll you to try. I am in the dark and down a tunnel, and I reacted
What is
quickly, and I'm
touch?
good at prowl. I want to hide from this fuck-ass bird
I
that
think
hates
that's.
me.
You leave my fuck ass bird alone!
To be fair, actually, the bird probably has no animosity against me. It's just following orders.
Alright.
I gave it jerky in like several episodes. It had nothing. But
Yeah, and you also tried to dick over its owner.
I didn't try and dick over you. I dicked over a different guy. You were just there. Anyway, that's
yeah, prowl
4 and a 6 I rolled,
explicitly says
so
hiding in the shadows. Roll me prowl, sure.
I rolled a 4 and a 6. That's a 6.
That is a 6. Okay, that is that is.
good.
I am gonna say that you did roll from you did roll from a somewhat, I'm gonna say from a somewhat desperate position. So you did do it. I mean, a 6 is an unmitigated you did it. So there's no complications. So yeah, no, you did good. The light is around a corner, and just on instinct, after you shuttered the lantern, you were like, right, and now just fucking book it to the side so nothing can see us.
Just like
yeah,
just try and be in like up against the wall so it's not obvious.
Yeah.
That I'm there.
Fletch turns, looks, doesn't see you, and just kind of like chitters away to Artie, like a kind of like, thought I felt a disturbance in the force, but nothing happened.
Do I recognize those noises?
No, but you hear Councillor Mathis go, "What is it?"
Fuck, because I probably know his voice because he was at the party.
Yes. I'm gonna say that you recognize, but you wouldn't specifically know who the voice belongs to, but you it's a voice you have heard before.
I'm like, I know that voice.
Yeah.
Where do I know that from?
Well,
I appreciate you giving me that at least.
Oh, it's nothing to be concerned about, good sir. My familiar was just keeping an eye for us. Nothing to report. And I feed him a little bit of, like, fish.
Okay.
Ezra in his head think, oh fuck. He
Yep.
definitely recognizes that voice.
Definitely recognizes that voice. Perfect. Yeah. Matthew's like,
But they're ahead of me, like.
As long as, yeah, they're ahead of you. Between you and the warehouse. As long as the route is safe. We've had some unpleasantness with trying to navigate these tunnels before, you see.
If you know.
Yes.
Has it been specifically around about your area?
There have been a couple of instances of creatures. I understand you might have encountered some of them before.
Yes, we have a few times while mapping out this area. We have sent out people ahead of us to ensure that we have the safest route to the warehouse. And I do have men, of course, ahead of us just in case.
You have my gratitude, Master Yanis.
It has been my honor that you considered me.
Okay. You continue on. Ezra presumably.
Can I just have an odd feeling? It's like
something around
he
here
just gets
is
a really
pissing
bad
me
taste
off.
in his mouth and walks on.
I mean, I suppose you can if you want to. You know who we've been ignoring and definitely has a bad taste in his mouth now? Athan. Athan's got a real bad taste in his mouth because it's been a good 40 minutes or so, and the distraction's not happened yet. There's been no blue lights, no sirens, no loud raiding, no whistles, no anything. It's been a perfectly ordinary, quiet night.
I'm about to forge his signature for nothing. It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put it on some phony checks, it's fine. Athan knows that he has to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And if the raid has been this late,
Yep.
he thinks they're probably not coming.
Okay.
So it's time to move to the second part of his plan.
All right.
He is going to emerge from the shadow of the skylight he's been kind of ducked under.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to check off a box of load
Okay.
for what was it? No, it wasn't subterfuge supplies. Yeah. For some burglary gear.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
from the inside of his coat, he is going to produce a set of lockpicks, a small oil can, and some rope.
Okay.
So first thing he's going to do is he's going to find the point. He's going to find the hinge in the skylight, and he's going to oil the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. That seems sensible.
Is the skylight locked, or am I going to have to pry it open? Or
It is indeed locked.
okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to pick the lock.
All right. Roll me something for it.
I am going to assume that is finesse, because there's nothing else I think it could be.
I've used Tinker in the past. I've justified Tinker.
I mean, I'm definitely better at finesse than I am Tinker.
But finesse, absolutely, it can be finesse, yes.
I've got one in
I would say
finesse
you
and
can-
fuck all in Tinker, so...
Yeah, I would say you can do. So, Tinker specifically says you might pick a lock or crack a safe. Finesse mentions picking a pocket. So I would say, and it also says you could try to pick a lock. So yeah, no, Finesse explicitly says you might be able to pick a lock. So yeah, you can roll Finesse.
Yeah, I think it's about like the way you pick a lock. Like Ezra picks locks because he knows how they work, the mechanics of them. Whereas if it's finesse, it's probably more just the feeling and the vibes of it. You know?
This is why
Yeah,
I
this
love
is
this
a-
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Athan has learned to pick locks not through the mechanical nature, but through practice. So it's
Yeah.
more about the technique than it is the mechanism.
I study a lock and I know how it works. That's why.
Yeah, and I think I would like to push myself on this.
Okay.
Because this is actually quite important, because if I can't get in this way, I'm going to have to go in a much more dangerous way.
All right. Yeah. Take 2 stress,
your
add a
more
dice.
dangerous?
Let's go.
2 stress, I'm now rolling 2d for this.
Roll 2 once.
No.
Roll 2 once.
No, I rolled 2 3s.
Wait.
You are on a roll with 3s tonight, my son.
I just can't wait for like all 3 of our heists to fail spectacularly in some way or another. Like if Barry's the only one with like no real consequences.
Well.
No, Barry definitely has consequences here.
Well,
For
I
your
mean,
fucking
like,
self.
Yeah. Well, we will.
Barry's
You know
a
what?
vampire.
We will see. Okay. So, I'm trying to decide how mean to be. So, by all accounts, because you rolled a 3 on your engagement roll, by all account, this should be being done from a risky or desperate position. Now, I didn't set the position ahead of time, so you should realistically, it should be risky, which is the default.
Yeah, this is a risky situation. I am in enemy territory, as it were.
So,
yeah, but if you fail to pick this lock, it's not exactly like catastrophic either.
Depends how I fail to pick it.
It
That's
depends
my
how you
point.
fail to pick it. That's true.
the game text here says, if things go badly, you suffer harm, a complication occurs, you end up in a desperate position, you lose this opportunity. So,
I mean,
I
harm would be a really cheap way of doing it, so...
I think I know
breaks your
exactly what's
hand.
going to happen.
Slice your hand block.
Artie, you and Councillor Matthias make your way into the warehouse. There is a busy operation going on here, but not in the way you think. Fraser?
Question.
There was just a bit of a time skip there. In the tunnel, I feel like there's important things that may happen. I wanted to ask how many people are with this party.
So there's the group. It's a group of 3 that you are following, which is Matthias,
Right, so it's just
Artie, and
Matthias, Artie.
Sally.
surprised Matthias does not have bodyguards, to be completely honest, because it's like, come to my house and then come into these tunnels. I'm not going to murder you. It's what that feels like to me.
It's so remember that we're talking about merchants. This isn't criminals necessarily. This is a sign of good faith, particularly since Artie is walking straight into Matthias's warehouse.
That is fair.
So it's a sign of good faith. Sorry, before I come back to you to talk about the tunnels, Artie, you had a question.
Where is Hart? Is he waiting at the door for us?
Hart is waiting at the door for
you. Or is he taking care of it?
Hart is waiting at the door for you. Unless he had a secondary objective that you haven't told me about, he is waiting at the door for you.
Not yet.
Okay. With obviously
I give him like a pat on the arm and a smile as if to say, good job.
Good. So yes. Esra, I'm going to come back to you in a second to essentially roll to see how you managed to blag your way in behind Artie.
Yeah, I just need to know like what Hart does and what I see when they open the door and stuff mostly. So if you like, I need to know like what room they go into when they open the door. If it's just out into the warehouse, I'm a little fucked. So
it's just out into the warehouse. Hart goes in behind Artie.
Yeah.
The guards also go in with the group.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay.
Are the guards wearing a uniform?
Yes.
Like the other guards I saw?
Yes.
Great. Perfect. Go to Artie, do Artie stuff. I'll think and come up with a plan, and then we'll come back to me.
Okay. Artie, you follow Matthias into the warehouse. It is busy, but not busy in the way you would expect of industry. Normally, you would expect to see a warehouse with crates of fabrics, barrels and sacks of grain, pallets of heavy metals, woods, rare woods, delicate boxes of, incense or other precious valuables. That is not what you see in here. What you see is a wide open space, with pretty well almost completely cleared. This is not being used for storage. What it instead appears to be being used for is, well, you're not entirely sure. There's men and women in long coats and safety goggles kind of running everywhere. There's sounds of electroplasmic static, and cages. That's one of the things you notice is cages. And Fletcher's feathers stand on end. In the cages, you see monsters. Like small ones, nothing like the dragon or the eldritch horror in the tunnel, but like clearly fae that have gone wrong with the plague in cages around the walls. Matthias spreads his arms and goes, "Welcome to our laboratory." He turns to you and smiles and goes, "I imagine you're a little surprised."
To say the least. What manner of research do you do in this laboratory?
Well, let me tell you a story. And he guides you around the room, showing you where people are variously prodding at different monsters, examining body parts, fluids, all sorts of things. When I was a boy, my brother was killed by Um, by a grim. That's what I'm looking for. By a graveyard grim.
I see.
And we were all shocked and appalled. But rather than sit and mourn for the rest of our lives, my family built a memorial. Paid a tamer to come and feed the grim and keep it on site, and charged people 10 shillings a viewing to come and see the creature in its natural habitat. We are a family who thrives off of circumstance. When the plague began, well, I thought to myself, now, there's money to be made here. Either in curing it, or in seeing what advantages could be gained by the individuals or creatures who've been turned. We've managed to establish, so far in fact, that the plague itself is not contagious. The source of it we're not sure, but it does not leap from person to person.
Okay. Quite the finding so far.
Why, thank you. What we need from you would be the ability to transport these creatures throughout the city and possibly acquire further and bring them here for testing. You see, each appears to exhibit various unique traits depending on the Fae that was changed. These creatures all are from Fae-touched members of the public. We haven't been able to actually obtain a transformed Fae as of yet. They generally seem to end up far larger and problematic. Much harder to contain, you see. We believe that some of the larger monstrosities roaming the tunnels are indeed of this nature. Fully formed Fae who have transformed into monstrous beings due to the plague. Now, they do take rather an interest in our guests here. So, any secured network for transport would be invaluable and certainly aid us in the ability to either learn what could maybe be harnessed from this disease or what could cure it, or potentially both. Truly, science has invaluable use for such knowledge, regardless of the outcome.
Indeed. Pray tell, where did you find these,
As you're asking that question, a pane of glass falls from the ceiling and shatters 5 feet from you.
I jump back and look up.
Everybody looks up. Athan, I'm guessing you
Actually,
don't stay by the window.
So a couple of things.
Yep.
Firstly,
Yep.
did I hear any of that?
No.
Fuck.
I think whether or not I
Maybe.
heard any of that will depend on what I do when
Yep.
we cut back to me a few moments before.
Yep. That's exactly what we're about to do
Secondly-
once I've established what Athan's about to do.
Secondly, Athan is going to lurch back from the skylight and press himself as flat as he can to the rooftop.
Roll me something to not be immediately noticed.
That would be prowl.
Bro.
Give me prowl. Remember, you can push yourself, ask for
I
devil's
actually
bargain.
pushed myself on that.
Alright,
I'll have my 3 dice for prowl, please.
let's go for it. Let's see what you got.
Because fuck, if I get noticed now, I'm gonna have to do some serious talking.
Yep.
Three, 4, 6.
Well, then you get to take the 6.
You guys learn from me.
You fly backward and flat. Absolutely in a corner, because of course the snipers on the tower turn when they hear the crash. You breathe with the wind. For what?
Cursing the blue coats with my every thought
Yep.
for not turning up and doing their fucking jobs.
Absolutely. Just yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Counting the milliseconds as they tick agonizingly by. Ezra. What before
Hi.
that happened, what was your plan to get in?
So, I have a few more questions. Did the guards stay by the door, or are they following Mathis and Artie around?
They've followed Matthias and Artie in. They've only kind of like they've not followed them like as they've meandered through the warehouse, but they've gone in like a little way and are like standing with their backs to you.
Like 10, 15, 20 feet? What?
Like 10 feet in.
10 feet in, okay. Is there like a lot of clutter or things I can hide behind? I just kind of need to know the layout of the room to know what my options are, you know? If I can hide somewhere
Sure.
and sort of skirt around the room,
Okay.
I can just sneak in.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's
I need
fair.
to get a bit more creative.
So, think of it like there's a long, it's a long warehouse. So it's kind of snub-nosed, long, going away from you, with cages
Right, so,
lining
like-
both walls, and the kind of main floor space taken up with tables and desks and stands and shelves, and it's really higgledy-piggledy. In terms of like
Is
what
there
people are
space
using.
between the wall and the cages, or are the cages like right up against the wall?
The cages are right up against the wall. On the side that you're at, there is metal stairs up to the gantry above, because like any good warehouse,
That's the next thing I was about to ask.
there's a gantry.
Are there people up on the catwalks, like the gantry?
So
So I can imagine I can make it to the door, no problem. It's like what I do past the door
yeah,
is the problem.
that's fine.
Yeah.
The answer is you're not sure, you can't see them. What
Well, and
what
there's
I
two guards.
Yeah.
Not one, because that would be more convenient.
What I will say is that the uniform of the people scurrying about inside literally just seems to be long white coat, safety goggles.
There doesn't happen to be a spare one somewhere, does there?
There could be. Sneak in and find out.
Not within 10 feet of the door, I would imagine. So, like, you say they're 10 feet away from the door. Can I sneak, like, to the stairs without them
Yes,
seeing me?
there's
Or am I-
absolutely space to sneak to the stairs without being immediately spotted.
Okay. But there's two guards there.
Two guards.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to attempt to essentially... I'm wearing, like, dark clothing, right?
Yeah.
That was on purpose. So I'm going to attempt to sneak around them.
Okay. So
As quietly as possible, because that's kind of my whole jam, is being quiet.
well,
And fun fact, I'm going to point out my infiltrator ability,
oh,
which means I'm not affected by quality or tier when I bypass security measures. Quality is the quality of whatever I have, and tier, this is just for the viewers at home who've forgotten, and tier is essentially the quality of the defenses.
that
So
is very, very
the training
true.
of the guards, no matter how well trained they are, no matter, you know, this is essentially sneaking past these two well-trained guards in this very secure facility is exactly the same as me sneaking past a bouncer to get into a pub.
Yep.
Essentially, is what my ability does. So
Yeah.
that is my argument for why it should probably be risky rather than desperate, because I was worried it was going to become desperate.
You know what? That is absolutely valid. All right. I am going to throw you another
Just
bone.
risky standard.
I want to throw you another
bone
before you tell me if you want to do anything, which is that as you reach the door, that's when the pane of glass hits the floor. Everybody is immediately distracted.
Okay, so I will go, like, I'm, like, surprised, but I see a distraction, and I use it.
Absolutely.
Every single person in this place is looking up right now.
Yep.
So I am going up the stairs.
So for that, I will give you an extra dice. You're still rolling from a risky position.
Because this is prowl, so this is 3 dice for me.
Excellent.
I only have 3 dice out, so I'm not going to push myself.
That's fair.
I don't want to look for another D6.
I mean, that's as good a reason as any.
Reasoning. That is E4, that is E5, and that is E6.
Hey, hey, Monsieur Aubergine.
Purely because you gave me that extra dice, I really appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome.
Thanks, Johnny.
You should thank Jay. And his 3.
I was very happy about my success.
Absolutely. You see, you just slide in, confidently walk over to a set of lockers that you see along the back wall, one of which has been left stupidly open and clearly has a spare coat and goggles in it, which you just
I shoved them on.
Yeah. Swoosh them on with apparent candor and casualness. And are you going up, or are you going along? Are you going up on the gantry, or are you gonna stay down and mingle with the science people?
Well, now that I'm more in the room and I'm in a bit of a disguise, like I imagine this is still just after the distraction.
Yeah.
Do I get any more insight on the gantry now that I'm actually inside? Is there much up there? Because I'm here for information. If there's fuck all up there, I don't see much point going up there.
The gantry appears to be primarily for observation, and there's a couple of guards up there.
Right, okay. I am going to, while everyone's looking up, I'm going to try and mingle in with the rest of the crowd.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm wearing my goggles. I sort of slick back my hair quickly, just sort of like make it a little nicer, because I probably had it scruffled up to look like a bit of a alley cat sort of vibe. I just sort of
Alright.
And I put on my safety goggles so I'm as unrecognizable as physically possible, and I'm going to keep my back to Artie and Ennis at all times.
That is an excellent.
And I am going to move around the same tables. I'm seeing other people move. Well, right now I just sort of like move into the room, and I'm looking up as well, like as if I'm also distracted by that.
Yeah.
And then I wait to see what the reaction is from the room. Like if the rest of the scientists go back to what they're doing, I'm gonna do that. But if they don't, then I will, just hedge my bets.
Fair. Matthias recovers, and goes, Captain, get someone up. Captain, get someone up there now. Find out what caused that pane to fall. He turns to Artie and goes, apologies for that.
Quite.
He turns back to the room and goes, everyone get back to work. Nothing wrong, nothing to see.
Artie kind of eyes all the cages wearily and was like, I believe I was in the middle of asking you a question, Matthias.
Yes,
where perchance
apologies.
did you source these Fae touched?
These are primarily ones that have been brought to us by the City Watch. Naturally, we've had some difficulty, however, with transporting them above ground. People get rather agitated when they see them. Naturally, they are rather horrible to look at. In fact,
The Watch is procuring them.
Well,
sorry, I interrupted.
That's all right. In fact, one of the things that we would most like there was one which I think you might be familiar with. A rather scaly individual who turned into a large reptilian monster at that event you threw for Sir Hafiz. We were hoping that would be a marvelous specimen. We've been trying to get our hands on it, but again, no real way to transport it over ground.
I see. You know, I may just have the very individual. The Dragon Slayer, perhaps. You may have heard of him.
A children's entertainer?
Well, it was the Hafiz that asked him to entertain the children, but actually, are you aware of how the Dragon Slayer got his name?
No.
He had a run-in with this scaly one. Sure, I could reach out to my contact and he may be able to assist in transporting him, since he already has experience.
Whatever measures you deem reasonable to make, I am sure would be most appreciable. In exchange, naturally, we would compensate you for your services and offer you a stake in the business venture.
It is quite the operation you have here. Like, the City Watch is bringing you these specimens. I would imagine they would assist with the transport.
Bringing is maybe an overly loose term. It would be more accurate to say that my family owns a number of privately operated prisons, which we have volunteered to house the plague victims.
Ah, I see.
You see, it's
Very clever.
all investments pay off in due time, young Yanis.
Out of character.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like you all to know that I can hear the noise Varys making in the house, that it wasn't being picked up by the microphone. Just a kind of sound, but at big volume.
Well, I'm glad this guy is just saying all this shit out loud. I mean, I just need to get out of here and my mission's successful.
This is very true. What I would like to know, however, is what Athan is doing, because I feel like this is going to really be the crux of where this all goes.
So, Athan has, of course, heard the barked order of somebody get up there, so he knows that someone is on the way. So okay. Flashback.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh shit, son.
It is maybe 2 hours after the visit of the Bluecoats to the Yanis mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Having redonned his grey attire, Athan makes his way to the estate of Councillor Atheus.
Okay.
But he's not going to the house.
Okay.
He's specifically going to the garrison.
Okay.
And he is going to steal a uniform.
Okay. Making a roll. Tell me how you do it.
Oh, very simple. I'm going to walk in. under the guise of Constable Vladislav Kallis, waiving a writ of inspection, saying, "Hi, standard duty. I know we're in the middle of a thing, but we can't lose. It's like we can't lose procedure. I'm just here to you're a private guard. You're subject to the occasional inspection."
Random spot check.
Basically, yeah.
EHO-bism.
And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna half-inch various items of clothing, while they're not looking.
How do you?
EHO
Aren't they wearing like
inspection on guards?
armored vests and shit, or
Is your armor up to spec? Show me your drills. There's like a set routine of like, or kind of like dog training. There's like a set of like orders and commands and drills that everyone is expected to have as basics. Like you can have your advanced shit as much as you like, but this is.
As things, it's also to check that they're not carrying illegal weapons and that all the documentation is up to snuff. For like, you're allowed to have this kind of ammunition. You're allowed to have weapons. You're allowed to have these kinds of explosives.
All right,
everything's stored for them.
Absolutely stunning. I love every second of it. Pick a roll.
So, I'm going to roll sway, and I would like to bring up my cloak and dagger ability.
Oh.
Ability.
When you use a disguise or other form of covert misdirection, you get +1d to rolls to confuse or deflect suspicion.
That's right here.
Yeah.
There we are.
So I'm taking 3 on my sway.
+1d to rolls to confuse or deflect suspicion. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yep.
Sway, baby.
All right, roll me sway.
You guys need to lock the fuck in.
What did you roll?
2 4s and a 3.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's like, guys, come on.
It's the second best you could have done.
I'm going to say then that the inspection itself goes fine. This is the type of inspection which happens. Nobody question. In fact, there's the question: is the complication going to be with the uniform and give you complications now, or is it going to be with? Is it more
with
fun
the
to give you
inspection
complications
itself and you have consequences later?
This is like, do we like fight through a consequence right now and watch Jay sweat, or do we make everything worse in the present day? That's what I have to choose, and that's hard, man.
Well, you can't give him a complication in the past because
it's happened.
He gets out of it. We know he gets out of it. There's no drama or tension.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm the only one who's allowed to change causality.
Yeah, that's fair.
He can't fuck up in a flashback. You can't, because it's like if someone has a gun to his head in a flashback, it's like, well.
He can't die of it. No, that's
unless the surprise twist is someone put on his skin and is lying to us. He's actually playing a different character.
I'm not gonna lie, with Athan being a new character, that would be the funniest
thing in the future.
That would be the funniest thing. Is every time one of you brings in a new character, they can absolutely die and be replaced by an entirely new character mid session.
Take off latex mask. It was me all along. Take off second latex mask. Just kidding.
And everybody's just like, who the fuck are you? Stunning. All right, yes, it's gonna be. So you They bought it. They absolutely went with it. This is a thing that happens. They're used to it. There's a protocol. What is, however, an issue is that for many and various reasons, you aren't able to grab all the right things in the right order, if that makes sense. So what you have now is you have a guard's uniform, but it is a mismatched guard's uniform.
Okay. So back in the present,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to strip off my long coat and very quickly stash it. Underneath, I am wearing the uniform.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make myself look. I'm going to rely on the dark to, cover my mismatched uniform. And I'm going to wait.
So you're just going to wait on top of the roof in the dark in a uniform?
Well, I know a guard is coming.
Okay, because you know the guard routines. You know there's a guard coming. What's your...
No, I know there's a guard coming because I heard him say, somebody get up there and find whoever dropped that pane of glass.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point,
Yeah.
actually. Okay, so you're waiting for people to come up onto the roof, and then you're just going to, like, blend in with them.
Well, no, actually. Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
The second and slightly more insane part of my plan is that I am going to I'm going to take a small knife from within my jacket,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to place a slice along my arm that is shallow enough to bleed heavily, but also deep as it actually does like proper damage. And I am going to collapse onto the rooftop, holding the arm.
You ballsy ass motherfucker. I ever tell you that? Alright. The guards arrive on the roof to find you bleeding and in pain.
Bastard got away!
Bastard got away?
Bastard got away, he had a knife!
You roll
What did
me
I miss?
right the fuck now, boy.
Again, cloak and dagger.
Apparently you stabbed yourself with
where-
the dagger and ripped your cloak. Give me something good.
Yeah, I stabbed myself, Fraser. That's what you
Wait,
missed.
what did I miss?
He
a
got a mismatched uniform, and he has decided to slice up his arm, lie against one of the other skylights, cradling his arm, and when the guards come up to go and find who damaged the skylight, he's gone, the bastard ran away, he had a knife.
Basically, the
I
idea
point
is,
on
still
it and
holding the
ran the
bloody
fuck
knife?
away.
I've concealed the bloody knife back among my, I cleaned off the knife and have put it back among my purse. Come on, I'm not an amateur.
Fair.
So, basically, the idea is they know someone was up here.
Yep,
I am posing as guy who got here first
yep.
and was attacked by some unknown figure who has done a runner.
Yep.
That is what I am aiming for here.
The logic is there. It's sound. It's just a bold move.
It is a fucking
Oh, it's
bold
absolutely
move.
a bold move.
What are you
It's a bold
rolling? Do
strategy.
you...
Got-
Let's see if it pays
Did you
off.
take harm for this?
We'll
No,
we'll come
right.
to that. In the meantime,
Right.
yes,
Do you have a devil's bargain to offer me?
I 100% have a devil's bargain to you. I
Harm
have
for dice.
I have two. I have two.
Okay. Because if I can roll 4D on this, I will. Because I need that. This is one of those ones that I need it to work, and if it doesn't, I am in serious fucking trouble.
You can
So I
pick.
can't fight these people.
You can either mitigate consequences, but if you fail, you are going to be stuck on the roof looking for the person who stabbed you. Or, if you want to play it risky, you can add an extra dice. But But even if you succeed,
Brothers, attention.
there is going to be. No, hang on. God, this is hard. This is it's trying to find something that's going
You
to
could
be
just make it like a future consequence from this.
that's kind of where I am.
The consequence I would say is that I can take an extra die, but if I do, no matter what, this place will be put on high alert.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say a clock starts. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you can take an extra die and a clock will start. And the clock is
I'm gonna mitigate.
you're rumbled.
I'm gonna take the mitigating consequences.
Okay, mitigating consequences. All right.
Here's the thing: if I'm stuck up here,
Mhm.
depends how you're gonna stick me up here.
That's fair. All right. In which case, you are now
Yeah.
rolling from a controlled position.
I'm rolling from a control position. I have 3 dice because of my cloak and/or dagger,
Okay.
and my 2 points away.
All right.
Because fuck it, man, I'm a slide. I'm gonna talk my way out of this.
You give me your best shot, son.
Hit him with the best shot.
2, 6, 6, bitch.
No.
That's a crit, baby.
No fucking way.
Crit.
No actual fucking way.
Should have taken the risky.
That is. I'm sorry.
266, mate.
That is. We've had 3 crits in this game, and they've all been Jonathan's.
Yeah, all of them were mine.
I've been
Well,
willing
he
to check
did tell
Johnny's
him to
dice.
lock the fuck in, so...
You know what?
I've
Yeah.
told my dice to lock. But
Yeah.
give me a fucking crit. You keep giving me 6s. I've not seen any crits. Do
Hot
better.
They
fucking
gave me
damn.
3. If they were giving me 6s, I'd be perfectly happy with them.
I got a lot of 5s
Just
for a
okay,
while.
guys. I know
And
you're
I've,
doing
I've
your
had
best.
I've had 2 6s in
believe
this
you.
episode, which is pretty cool.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well then, you didn't fucking need my devil's bargain. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. They buy it. Not only do they buy it, but the blood welling out of your arm messes up the uniform that you stole, meaning that nobody can tell it's fucking mismatched. You prick. You are gonna take level 1 harm, sliced arm.
Okay.
I think that is just a consequence of your own actions. I don't really think a roll could have saved you from that, unless you were gonna use
Yeah,
a
I
piece
mean,
of load
cut
for
your
like a
arms.
blood capsule. But no, you just sliced your own fucking arm.
Only got a light load, and I'm saving one of them for something in particular.
Okay.
I did want to point out, I didn't know we could just say burglary tools is 1 load, because I would have done
Yeah.
that
So it's in the book.
This is like,
every time.
yeah, this is
I
like
know.
check the compendium stuff with one foundry.
There's a bunch of
I would
like
do
just
that
like
and not
kits.
make things up.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so hard. But remember that now you don't have to take off a box of load for burglary tools because you have free lockpicks always.
True.
See, so still worth
Which is
it.
really important to keep going.
Yeah.
You've only got
Burglary
3.
tools.
So, okay, so, the guard captain goes, search the rooftops, and sends people about to search for your assailant. A medic is called, and a stretcher is brought up, and you are stretchered and hoisted down into the warehouse.
You know what's funny?
Ba-na-ba-na-na-na.
Artie's met you.
No,
No.
he was in disguise.
No.
He was in disguise and
He's made of
masked.
Vladislav Callus.
Yeah.
He's masked. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
fair
it was...
And
Yeah.
unless he has the Vladislav Callus, he has not met this guard.
Yep.
I would also like to point out, I'm assuming every single one of the lab coat workers is also wearing a plague mask, otherwise they're all fucking stupid.
So, remember it's specified that the plague is not contagious.
You're the only
Isn't
one wearing a
everyone
mask.
wearing masks?
Because the populace don't know that. Only these guys know
Oh.
that.
Right.
Yeah, just to give you yet
So
more reasons to hate this guy.
I just needed to be aware, because obviously I didn't. If I saw that, I would have taken my mask off, obviously, and put it in my pocket immediately.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
No. When Esra came in, Esra saw
whether or not I was wearing my mask.
Yeah, none of the
Yeah, 'cause
science
the
guys
thing,
are wearing
Artie
masks.
met me,
They're just wearing
Artie
safety
met
goggles
me.
and coats.
I've never met
and
that
Ezra's got
fucker. I
great
think
at
he's a
changing
guard.
identity.
Oh my god, a guard got stabbed. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ezra doesn't change faces the way Athan does.
So, Athan is getting obviously lowered down into the room. And Athan, you get a real fucking good look at this place as you're lowered down. Absolutely. And you see what is around the walls, what seems to be going on. Matthias isn't one to...
React,
Pardon?
but he doesn't react, but alarm bells are ringing in his head.
Yeah. Matthias is not one to really necessarily like bother with his guards or just like a random guard, so he doesn't come over and say anything to you. But you're lowered down and stretchered off to a side room at the front of the building. There's some kind of like basically like somebody's put plywood structures up in some of the corners to create kind of little offices, one of which is clearly
your standard warehouse office setup, usually like plywood or corrugated.
Yeah.
Also, did Athan just get really lucky and all the snipers looked away as he pulled a knife out and cut his arm?
So Athan had already hidden at that point.
Right, okay, fair enough.
So yeah, basically because he rolled a 6 to hide. Yeah, because he rolled a 6 to hide earlier.
I'm just saying.
Athan has just been lucky as fuck, except for the one bit where he dropped a pane of glass.
Yes. I went to the bathroom, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything with the snipers, because that'll be important for me later.
Yeah.
No, Athan wasn't to know that the panes were loose.
Yeah.
It's basically like reached up boiling and actually put like a little pressure on it, and the pane was just so loose it went.
Yep.
Yeah, just like was trying to get like an angle on it and leaned on the glass for a second. Just went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to grease the hinge so it didn't make any noise.
And then it just went.
There was probably like a moment where it went and started to fall, where Athan went, "Fuck."
Basically.
Yes. And just let Monteverdi.
So in the meantime, like while all this has been going on, I've obviously been bustling around trying to look busy, just sort of trying to see what the rest of them are doing and follow along. But I'm also, is it just research equipment, or is there like notes, papers, books, things like that?
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
I'm looking for anything damning, like anything that is essentially, because I can go back to Natalia and be like, this and that were in there, and she'd be like, proof?
That's fair. That's
so
fair.
I'm hoping to get, number one, like goal, find out what's in there. Number 2 goal, if possible, get proof, and I'm right next to a bunch of proof. So I'm going to try and nick something.
Okay, no, that's fair. Right. Well, obviously...
Just start putting documents on a clipboard and walk out with it.
Solid option. That's absolutely fine. What I'm gonna say is... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. In fact, actually, roll me. Let's do this bit first.
Roll me. Be a roll.
Yeah, roll me for how good you are at lifting stuff without getting caught.
Oh, right. Am I rolling to find the things, or am I rolling to essentially steal them?
Both. Depends what you want to roll.
Both. I'm being sneaky in my stealing. Prowl.
All right. Yeah. Go on. Give me a prowl.
I love a prowl. Well, maybe I should push myself.
You can do.
Nah.
Nah,
I told him to lock in earlier, so I'm about to get a crit.
you know what? That's absolutely.
I didn't crit, but I got another 6. I got a 1 and a 6, so I kind of shit myself. But I got a 6.
Rat fucker.
Hey!
You rat fucker.
I looked at the 1 first and went, oh god, and then looked at the 6 and went, thank god.
Absolutely. Right.
One of my dice got patronized by me saying that, and the other one was like, yes, sir.
Yep. Athan and Artie. I know that this is not the way that things are done. This is a very D&D thing I'm about to do.
No, that's really mean to me.
I know it's really mean. This is a real D&D thing I'm about to do. Traditionally in Blades in the Dark, we do as we have done, but I am about to ask the two of you to make a roll for me, and that is purely just because of the world I've built and the thing that I want to do. And I want to do this way. Can you please both roll me an attune roll with no option?
Oh, I got nothing in attune.
There is no option to push yourself or ask for a devil's bargain. This is being rolled from a controlled position.
Am I just incapable of attuning, by the way, because of the way the world works? 'Cause I have, like, no Fae.
Basically, yes, but you can always
Like, if I tried to attune to a Fae power, like, say I got access to a Fae power and I tried to attune to it, could I do something like that? Just hypothetically.
The answer is that...
I can attempt it, I'm really bad at it.
So basically, Blades in the Dark has a system explicitly. All players are capable of doing anything that there is a skill for. A lot of it just comes down to luck. Everyone has the base ability to get a 6, but obviously you might be rolling 2 dice and taking the worst option. So it's your odds of succeeding are lower, but everyone has a base level of skill that they
based
can
on their
succeed.
reactions, I don't think the rolls went well, Chris.
I will see.
Barry, do you want to go first or should I?
Please, go first.
So I have 0 in attune,
Yep.
which, for watching at home, means that I roll 2 dice and I take the lowest option.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4
Uh-huh.
and a 1.
Okay, so you get a 1. That's fine. I told you it's from a controlled
First time I got the
position.
dice.
I told you it's from a controlled position. Vari, what you get?
Yeah, but that's never good.
Much like Jay, I have no points in the tune. So I rolled 2 dice. I got a 6. And I got a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I was really worried we both rolled 1s. It's like, oh, this shit's gonna go.
I'm really concerned that I didn't hear the outcome of my 6 before this happened. I don't know how it's gonna relate.
You're all about to
I
find
think you
out.
picked up something.
Yes.
There is a sudden susurration among the monsters in the cages.
Easy for you to say.
Artie, Fletch gives a ruffle, like a tense, like fluffing up. I mean, his feathers were already on end, but like this is like a tense, like almost like kind of like making himself big to like try and like scare something off. And you feel
Like ready for combat.
and you feel a tingling in your boots. The ground starts to shake. Okay. Hart has his weapon out. He is on guard next to you. The ground is shaking. And from out of the floor pushes forth a kind of mole lizard chimera type thing with huge burrowing claws, a kind of scaled fanged jaw, and many, many bright eyes staring from around its head. There is
That's fun.
screaming. And most importantly, when it bursts through the floor, Artie and Athan and even Esra a little bit, you get a kind of static wave of pins and needles through your body, which Artie definitely recognizes. Athan probably does, but we haven't canonically acknowledged it. Ezra, this is brand new to you.
This is a brand new sensation. It's wonderful.
Brand new sensation.
Did I get what I needed from that 6? Did I get some like documents and stuff that might be useful to me?
You were kind of just before this explosion happened. You were kind of like going over tables, trying not to look too suspicious as you looked at stuff.
Yeah, just grabbing things that looked important after skimming them.
Yeah, one of the other lab coats had clearly been writing something in a pretty hefty book of notes. And when the thing bursts through the fucking floor, he drops it, starts screaming and running away as everybody starts panicking, and you swipe it off the floor. Absolutely.
Where's the closest door?
It's the one you came in through.
Sick. I'm gonna run in that direction because I see that there's guards there, and I go, "Guards, help!"
I mean, the guards are immediately like trying to help. Absolutely. The monster has very much turned its focus immediately to the cages at the walls. So that's very much the vibe. It's gone for the cages. Matthias is screaming, "Stop it! Kill it! Or don't kill it! Take it alive! We can use it for our research!" Athan, you are kind of being rushed out to the actual front door. The one that leads out onto the docks, by the two dudes carrying the stretcher, and folk are just emptying out of any exit they can get to. Most of the guards are on the roof, so this thing is pretty unimpeded. There's like a couple of door guards and a couple of guards still on the gantry, and that's it.
Is the monster in between me and a door that isn't the tunnel door actually?
No.
Or is it just the closest door?
Just the closest door is the tunnel door.
But there might be a better door.
I mean, as far as you're aware, there are two doors and a skylight.
So there's just the front door and the back door.
Basically, yeah. And you are much closer to the back door.
Without being in danger.
So it's not interested in you just now?
The front door.
It's essentially, it doesn't appear to be interested in you at the moment.
Just from a quick survey of the situation, I could make it to the front door.
You could make it to either door.
Okay, I think front door is probably preferable.
All right, you go for it. You go for the front door.
Seeing if that's where everyone's going, I'm going to look weird going the other way.
I'm
just holding this book as if I didn't drop it.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. You try and book it and
every other note that I grabbed, I've just shoved in this book.
Yeah.
So I'm just holding one, and I just booking it out the front door.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially run right past Athan.
Indeed. Well, I think Athan's probably a lot closer to the door than you.
Interest.
Yeah. So if he runs past me,
can
I pull some bullshit?
We've never met.
Depends on the bullshit. Depends on the bullshit.
I would like to flashback.
Okay.
It is earlier today.
Okay.
This is after I've acquired the mismatched guard uniform.
Yep.
I am in the manor of Councillor Aberneth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did a lot in one day, man.
I am he's in a very particular room,
Mm-hmm.
sitting there with Athan's son sitting on his knee.
Okay.
And as he is telling a story to the young man.
Also, it's Councillor Aberneth. You're Athan. He's Aberneth.
Aberneth. Sorry.
It's
He's
okay.
got-
I just
he's-
realized suddenly
Aberneth,
that, like,
he's got Aberneth to
yeah.
his knee.
I
How
really
you
appreciate
get-
you
I
trying
think
to
Fraser
keep
and I
track
both
with all
shared
of
a
my
link there.
names. I really appreciate it.
My
And
main
this-
question is,
I'm
how
gonna-
are you doing this?
Just give me a minute, all right?
Okay.
And Aberneth walks in.
Okay.
Athan puts the kid down and tells him to run along.
Right.
As he
Are you still in your blue
looks
coat
directly at the
attire?
counter. No,
Okay.
Athan is in his grey coat. He is dressed as Greyhound.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Councillor. I was hoping we could have a little chat.
Who the devil are you?
You may call me Greyhound.
How did you get past my guards?
That's really not important right now.
He's kind of looking around, like, very clearly. He's like, he's not stupid, Aberneth.
No, he's not.
Very quickly sussed that if you're in here, you haven't murdered his son, who was just on your knee. He is in this room unarmed and alone. He has very little to bargain with. So he goes, what can I do for you?
I would like to know a little about your son's birthday party.
What about it?
I want to know what you and your staff didn't tell the Bluecoats. I want to know, simply put, who the entertainment was and who provided it.
We,
If it is any help, this information will help you get your painting back.
The entertainment was provided through a friend whom I trust implicitly.
And the
He's older.
friend
Whom I trust
was...
implicitly.
And this friend was?
If I provide you this information, what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to find out who has your painting. Specifically, who bought it. I'm not actually interested directly in who stole it, but they are to help me find who has bought it, and possibly to get it back.
It was my friend, the patron of the Hafiz family, Ishak. He very kindly procured, through a contact of his, something of a local folk hero, the Dragon Slayer, They
Oh.
were the victor in a tournament that had been thrown in honor of Ishak by one of the two Yanis children.
And I'm assuming it was Artie, yes.
I believe yes. I believe he was the. They were the ones who who held the event. Both of them were both the Yanis children were in attendance. Paul, I believe the other's name is. Both came to the party.
And they brought the Dragon Slayer.
Yes, I had requested that the Dragon Slayer be procured to perform for the party. My son had rather heard the story and was, well, you know how boys get when they hear about stories of magic and action. It was quite
yes.
taken.
What's Aberneth's son's name?
Benjamin.
Dear Benjamin was very taken with such stories.
Yes, he's quite the imagination.
He certainly does. He's such a sweet boy. Now then, Chancellor. I think I have all that I need. Thank you for your time. And Greyhound is going to stand up, walk over to Aberneth, and he's going to use one of the items that I get for free as a slide.
Oh.
He is just as he goes past, he's going to very quickly pull out and blow a dusting of trance powder into the old man's face.
Okay.
Do you want me to read you the?
I would love
Yeah.
you to.
A
We
dose
get
of
shit
powder
for
drug-
free from having a class.
Yep.
Yeah, there are certain items in
What
in
the
classes
hell?
that are load 0,
Yep. It's true.
so you can kind of be presumed to always have them on you. Trance powder. A dose of the popular drug which induces an altered mental state. The victim of this powder is not fully unconscious, rather retreats into a calm, suggestible mental state similar to hypnotism.
Damn.
So as the trance powder takes effect, I'm going to whisper in his ear in the form of post-hypnotic suggestion.
Yep.
You never saw me leave.
I never saw you leave.
Good man. And he's going to walk out.
You smarmy ass motherfucker.
And and the final thing as he walks out is he is going to just, without looking, drop a small pouch into the hand of the guard that he bribed to get in.
Fabulous. Okay, take 1 stress for the flashback. Wonderful. You now
Yeah,
know
well,
that the Dragon Slayer performed at this party.
Yeah, but do you know what else I can do after that?
What?
I thought it was 2 stress for a flashback.
It's
No, it's 2
dependent.
stress for pushing yourself.
2 stress to
Oh, for
push yourself.
pushing yourself,
Flashback
it's
is variable level of stress depending on what I say.
On what you get, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is my dream, I will say,
I
in this
mixed them
game,
up.
It's okay.
to at some point do a 10 stress flashback.
Okay.
Just this flashback traumatized my ass.
This
Call
dude's like,
PTSD.
I Ocean 11'd you so hard that my fucking brain falls out of my ass. Yeah, it means that I know who the entertainment was,
Yep.
who are the only people that were not surveilled were questioned or talked about by the Bluecoats.
Yep.
So therefore, they are the prime suspects in stealing the painting.
Mm-hmm. Only problem with that is you don't know who the Dragon Slayer is.
No, but it's a lead.
It is a lead.
It's quite a serious lead.
Kind of found out in a day. You can't just keep pulling flashbacks at your ass so that you can turn around and go, I know exactly who you are in the present moment.
Technically,
have you forgotten what game we're playing?
Technically, Fraser,
Okay,
that's
flashback,
exactly
I
how
shot you in
this
the head
game
5 minutes
works.
ago.
It's like you've forgotten how this mechanic works.
Flashback, I got facial reconstruction surgery yesterday.
Cool. Take like 1 million stress.
Pretty cheap. And
So-
I'm pretty rich.
Spend a lot of money. Right. I mean, good news is actually you have a lot of money if you want to go facial reconstruction
I do,
surgery.
I
The
do.
recovery period, however, is several weeks.
Yeah, I look incredibly fucked up right now.
You do, in
Took
fact,
all my
look
bandage
incredibly
off.
fucked up
Okay.
right now.
Head fully bandaged.
Yeah.
Like you're
There's a
fucking
full
your
cast on my head. What?
Totally not suspicious. That's why you wearing why you like took the mask off to relieve move to see underneath another mask.
Pulls the mask off and the face comes with it.
Oh dear. Cool. Okay.
I'm not going to push it so far as I catch Ezra. Like I recognize Ezra as he passes.
Yeah.
But I figured that was a good time to include that little piece of my investigation.
Fair enough. Cool. Vari, you look like you want to say something.
No, I'll wait my turn. It's all good.
It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, in the kerfuffle of the creature breaching through the floor,
Yep.
how much focus is there on Matthias right now?
Very little.
I want to hit him in the back of the head and get Hart to carry him out because flashback.
Okay.
It's all kicking off.
Fucking is.
So, back in Casa del Llanos,
Mhm.
I sit with Polly in my office going, I've received this. And he throws down the summons from Matthias.
I mean, that's what?
I have a bad feeling about this. I need your help.
I mean, anyone who's engaging in business during plague time is hardly above board, but then neither are we.
I just have this feeling like I'm on pins and needles. Something isn't right about this. I need an out if shit goes down.
I can arrange an out, but all right. I can sort something, but I can't promise Mum won't find out.
I get that. And depending on how bad shit goes down, I imagine she will find out regardless.
That's
Do you not
fair.
get a feeling that something's not right? Like, this city's been in lockdown for months and we're no further forward.
Look, I know and I get it, but we can't just go off feelings. You know that that's not how the world works. People have feelings all the time, right? We can't... I'm not... Don't give me that look, alright? I'm not saying that you're wrong, okay? You know that I trust your gut second only to my own. So I'm happy to go and put arrangements in place, okay? Because I love you and I trust you. But I'm reminding you now, Artie, think, okay? Bad feelings can come from lots of places. It might not be Matthias. It might not be this business opportunity. It might just be that he's found out about what you're doing in the tunnels, and that feels bad.
Okay. No, I get. Yeah, no, you have a point there, Polly. Okay. If arrangements can be made for me to make a prompt exit after the meeting, or should something happen, just ensure that there's an out for me.
Okay, what do you want the signal to be?
What gets attention during...
Full night.
Make it a whistle. Blue coat whistle.
Okay. Take off a box of load for blue coat whistle. And take
Yep.
a point of stress for the flashback.
Deal.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, well...
Do you want me to roll for hitting Matthias?
Yes, I do want you to roll for hitting Matthias.
If you whiff this right now, worst possible whiff.
I know, right?
I got a 5.
I mean, that's delightful. What were you rolling?
I was rolling skirmish.
Delightful.
Because the-
That's the right thing to roll. I'm very happy with that. Yes, I am happy to say on a 5, you knock Matthias out. Hart throws him over his shoulder, and you start booking it towards which exit?
front exit because
Yep. Okay.
the thing came from below, so the tunnels are probably
yeah.
compromised in that area.
Yep.
That was kind of my logic, if there might be more of them in the tunnels.
That's very, very fair.
Do I see Artie do this?
Yes.
Or am I out already?
No, you see
I do.
this. This is
Awesome.
Yeah, the complication is this is very visible. Everyone sees you do this. You were right in the middle of the room. And because the beast itself appears to be busy trying to open the cages, there's nothing really to cover you, and that you've just done that.
Yeah.
Fabulous. All right.
Everyone, get the fuck out!
And everybody is in fact getting the
I'm
fuck
gone.
out. The front doors have been thrown open. People are spilling out into the night. Do you blow your whistle?
Yes, I do. When I'm outside
Okay.
and gotten away from the front door a good distance with Hart.
All right. You blow the blue coat whistle. And
All the guards for a split second slightly shit themselves.
I mean the guards
So
above.
Athan, who thinks, "Fucking finally."
Yeah, Athan thinks fucking finally. The guards on the roof go, oh shit. The snipers on the watchtower get ready. What no one is prepared for is that one of the other warehouses, 2 down, bursts the fuck open and gunfire starts. The 2 guys in the tower fall out the tower, shot dead. The guys on the roof are currently exchanging fire with a heavily armed squadron of guards in no uniform whatsoever who are rounding up the scientists and putting them into custody.
Okay, I have a moment to do something. I would like to shed
As
my
you are,
uniform.
Yup. As they
I think
both.
I think both Fraser and I are currently disguised as personnel here.
You are.
Yeah,
so you have.
I throw off my lab coat like in a split second.
Yup. You
And my goggles.
You,
Just
you,
amidst the crowd, like trying to keep it sneaky.
yeah, you both have a moment. You can continue to blend in with the crowd, as a guard or a scientist, respectively, or you can try and bail. To bail, you're gonna need to roll me.
I use the secret third thing.
Yeah.
A secret third thing. He explodes.
Secret third thing. I would like to check
Suddenly,
off.
pineapple.
Swear to God, if
I
you
would like to
flashback.
check off upload for some documents. Namely, a badge.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This is a raid! No arrest!
You're gonna pretend to be undercover.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Okay,
Okay.
I book it for a very specific alleyway.
Okay.
So
you need to. Okay.
big
So
threat.
I have two things up
Two
my
things.
sleeve, depending on how people react to me. If I'm gonna try and keep it like sneaky in the sense of like there's a bunch of chaos going on, I like misdirection almost,
yeah.
like to try and get away scot free.
Well, somebody has just stood up, waving a badge and yelling. I feel like you have ample
And everyone's
opportunity
looking
for.
at them and not
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Once again, happenstance has really pulled everyone's focus. So yeah, if you
Can I
want to
get
do a
an extra dice in
misdirection,
my prowl roll?
absolutely, roll me your prowl roll. Roll me from a controlled position.
Just the 2 dice then.
Yeah, you don't get extra dice,
I
but
was,
you
hoping,
do.
I was hoping Johnny would give me an extra dice.
No, he's giving you a
Well,
controlled
here's the
position.
thing.
Means if you fuck it
Thanks,
up,
John.
it doesn't go horribly wrong.
Thanks, Johnny.
What you
3
get?
and a 2.
3.
I fucked it up. Thank God it doesn't go horribly wrong.
It does not, in fact, go horribly wrong.
Just
It-
goes wrong.
It just goes wrong. This is where. Here we go. You falter. Press on by seizing a risky opportunity to withdraw and try a different approach. So, what I'm going to say is that.
Can I use something to help me press on potentially? I want to see how people react. Like what's happening basically first.
Sure.
When I try and run away.
I have a thought. Jay has a hand up. Jay, what do you want to say
Jay
before
wants to DM for a moment.
He does want to DM. for a
No, I
moment.
just want to read out. I just want to read out the second half of my cloak and dagger ability.
Okay.
When you throw off your disguise, the revealing surprise gives you the initiative in the situation.
Oh, that's fine. You're not. But we don't care about you right now.
That's cool. I just wanted that to be on the table and just be like,
Yeah, sorry, no, if Fraser, Jay has main character syndrome, he can't deal with the fact that you just stole focus.
He's like, I want to go now.
Yeah.
My turn, my ability.
Fraser, you...
I'm sorry, Jay, I didn't mean it. I love you.
I love
talk
you.
about drawing the attention and maybe ask if inadvertently
Mm-hmm.
I am helping Esra. Thank you very fucking much.
You
I
already
would
gave
yes
him a
and in
controlled
Chris's
position.
assault.
I answered that before you interrupted.
Okay.
Sorry. I love you.
It's fair. Push my luck here. Four more people.
Ezra, you shed your disguise and duck down an alley. It is the alley between Matthias's warehouse and Matthias's other warehouse, which means some of the guards on the roof see you.
Right.
Okay, so that's your that's your you get away, but faltering costs you getting noticed by someone. It's not the people in dark outfits who have started shooting, but it is Matthias's guards.
Are they reacting? Are they like yelling at me or whatever?
A couple are about to, but we're gonna very quickly flash over to Athan, who has the initiative, having thrown off his disguise and waving his badge about. The two guys who are holding the stretcher drop the stretcher in surprise, but presumably you've already rolled off it.
Oh,
Athan, because you have the initiative in this, I am going to offer you the opportunity to roll to try and identify who has come out and started shooting.
I'm not sure if I should.
Okay.
The thing is, Athan's assumption would be that this is the raid he ordered as a distraction.
I like that.
That's fair. But bear in mind, if you...
Which is the reason why you would have told this.
Okay, that's fine. Now that you've thrown off your disguise. But if you pass up this opportunity, then the next thing that will happen, you don't get a chance to react to.
Also, as we have established in the previous episode,
Yep.
one of the things Athan does is he observes.
Yep.
He's constantly on the prowl of his surroundings,
Yep.
and just making sure he has all the data.
Yep.
So he would survey this.
Okay, so roll the survey. You are in a desperate position.
Yeah, I'm gonna push this.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba,
Take 2
ba.
points of stress and add a dice.
One, 2, 5.
5, success with the complication. And there is definitely a consequence. Specifically, you suffer severe harm or serious complication, or you have reduced effect.
I'm gonna get shot.
You were always going to get shot. Particularly when you realize that it's not the Bluecoats in the slightest. In fact, you recognize, because none of them have badges, none of them have uniforms, but you do recognize the guns. Having raised your badge initially and identified yourself, these are not police issue weapons. This is someone's private militia. These are the types of guns not dissimilar, not in the same kind of long range killing machine types of the snipers on the roof, but these are expensive professional weapons from somebody's personal militia. Someone with a lot of money. And then the bullet hits you in the shoulder and you crash to the floor. Okay? You are down. You are still mobile, but you are down. It hasn't hit anything vital, but your right arm is currently not particularly usable.
Cool. Thank God that was the one I stabbed.
And adjust.
Okay.
Artie.
It's like when someone rubs it better, it just gets the pain deeper.
Yep.
Ah yes, acupuncture with bullets.
Artie. You are thankfully really visible, recognizable, and distinguishable. And as the scientists are being rounded up, someone from this militia comes up to you and salutes. And in an undertone, they say, Magus Yanis, we are Lady Hestine's personal guard, and we have been asked to escort you home.
Shit. Is that Artie's mom? Just
No.
for reference.
No.
Artie's
No,
family
it's
is
someone
Yanis.
worse.
Hestine is the name of the family that Artie's family work for. Specifically,
Oh.
Artie, you know that the Lady Hestine's daughter is betrothed to your brother.
Thank you. I believe that Matthias has a lot to explain, but we should get out of here promptly. Something is coming from the ground.
We will... Do you wish us to round up the staff, or do you wish us to dispose of them?
50-50. Let's go.
The guard, the militia captain signals, and half of the scientists drop. The guards on the roof who are still fighting are being picked off one by one. Esra, as you dart down alleys, being like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, clutching the book to you, you hear the sound of pursuit.
Behind me?
Someone is pursuing you. And yes, behind you.
Can I see who it is?
Sure, you...
It's not, I mean, not on the roof, like...
No,
I know the people on the
somebody
roof
has
know
come
it's
down
me,
onto
I
street
know
level and is pursuing you. As you try and make your way
Is it just
out
an
of the
unnamed
docks.
guard?
I mean, you need to stop and turn round to see.
Do I have to stop and turn around? I can keep running and turn to look over my shoulder, surely.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running in a straight line, and not ducking between alleys and round corners.
Well, okay, it doesn't matter. I do want to do one thing. If I run down this alley and I get to a crossroads,
Yep.
I'm going to spend a load.
Okay.
I pull out a small pellet from in my coat, or from my trouser pocket, I guess, because I don't have a coat anymore. And I throw my smoke bomb on the ground.
Excellent.
At this crossroads.
You hit a crossroads, you stop, wait until you see the guard, a single lone guard, running up behind you, and you smoke bomb.
I smoke bomb.
Absolutely.
I don't even care which guard it is, to be honest. So it's at a crossroads, so he has no idea which way I went. I just run.
You hear
in
him
a direction
coughing
and
and
fuck
choking behind you, trying to figure out which way you've gone as you bolt. You have successfully evaded this guard.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm not stopping running. Like, Esra isn't, like, you know, athletic prowess, but he is fit. Because he has to be to burgle, to climb.
Absolutely.
He is booking it and not stopping for a split second for anyone.
That is very, very fair. Athan, I'm going to be very charitable. You've taken level 2 harm, shot in the shoulder. But I'm not gonna put you through the consequences of it yet. This is your opportunity. You can stay, having identified yourself as police, or you can try and escape.
So, here's the thing. I've gone down. Half the scientists have been shot. This is not the police, okay? The only way I could stay and not probably be immediately murdered would be pretend to be a corpse.
Is an option.
It is an option. I've been shot in the shoulder. Okay. How far away is the water?
Maybe 20, 30 feet max.
Okay.
I couldn't run that far.
Is there perhaps a hail of bullets between me and the water?
Not at the moment. The fighting is primarily with the guards on the roof, who are mostly done, so there is not a lot of shooting right now.
Okay. It is time for a mad sprint and then a flashback. Because Athan is going to get himself... He's going to get himself up on his feet as fast as he can. And he is going to sprint the length of the dock and dive into the water.
All right. You're going to need to roll me, and if you've got a flashback to help you, now is the time.
I have a flashback to help me for the next bit.
Well, then you're going to have to ask to push yourself or take a devil's bargain, and you have a lot of stress used, my son.
I do. And I got level 2 harm.
Yep.
So I'm down a dice.
I said I'm not going to put that on you just now, remember.
Right then.
Adrenaline.
Do you have a bargain for me, dear devil?
I think I can come up with one. So
what do you got?
You're rolling from a desperate position regardless. All right?
Yep. This is a desperate move no matter which way you slice it.
Absolutely.
There's no way you're not doing this is desperate.
Okay. I will give you an extra dice. And I will give you enhanced enhanced effect. However,
okay. Yeah.
If you whiff this, you die.
Cool. Let's fucking go. I'm rolling prowl.
Go for it.
This is speed. This is cunning. This is prowl.
All right.
This is speed, this is haste. If he fails, he's a disgrace.
If he fails, of course.
If he fails, he has a fucked up shoulder and can't swim and drown.
And all of my plans for Athan Heliask go out the fucking window.
Yep.
Because Chris and I have discussed plans.
You know, sometimes you have a good run as a character, and then sometimes you identify yourself as a cop in a gang shootout.
That I thought was a police raid.
Yeah.
No.
I had every reason to think was a police raid.
I have to say that
No, you did. You absolutely did.
I don't know how that happened, by the way.
I organised a police raid and I heard a police whistle.
Hold up.
Butt fucked me with a 12-inch cat.
Just the most coincidental shit ever.
I know, the most.
I mean, these things happen.
My God.
These things happen sometimes, and that just makes you die.
Shit do be happening. Now, I will say the other thing that Chris and I discussed is I told him in no uncertain terms I was perfectly okay with him murdering this character at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be now.
We'll soon see how soon.
What did you roll?
1, 3, 4.
So, 4 or 5, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. You have a reduced effect. We have chosen to enhance. We did specifically say that we enhance your effect. So with greater effect, you achieve more than usual. So.
Shot in the leg. I'm gonna go past, haven't I?
No. No. Bullets are firing. You make it to the water. You dive. You make it. And we are going to come back to the results of that in the after show, ladies and gentlemen. That is our session. What a wonderful time to be alive. Aren't you all so happy to be here? So, we are The Brothers Honey. You can find all of our streams on YouTube at The Brothers Honey. You can find our after show on Patreon at Jonathan Honey on Patreon. It's a great time. You can also find all of our D&D content there. Homebrew available for free. All sorts of wonderful, lovely things. If you have to find us on social media, then Jay is at Jonathan Honey 4 on Twitter. I am at Chris Honey Actor on Instagram. don't feel you need to perceive us. We generally don't like to be perceived unless we are here having a great time. In the meantime, you should come and join us for the after show over on Patreon. It is an absolutely brilliant time, and you will get to see the consequences of Jay's actions.
Mention the Discord.
Oh yeah, and we have
I
a
was gonna
Discord.
say, if you
Come
wanna get,
come to us
we
on
have a
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, we have a
If you want
Discord.
to get notified when we're doing it, I mean, it's
Filthy,
at the same
filthy
time
Discord.
every week, but there are notifications in there in case you're forgetful. You'll get
That's very
alarm
true.
times
Like when Chris
we're an
does his
hour
really
out.
confident outro and is forgetful. You will find reminders on Discord. The links to everything is in the description of this video. Otherwise, have a lovely time, everybody. Bye!
Bye!